Now we're going to kick it on over to our on-the-spot correspondents, Gabe and Tucker, who are reviewing Moon Knight.
Hey everybody, I'm Gabe.
I'm Tucker.
And today we're reviewing Moon Knight. Let's take a look at that trailer.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake.
I have a sleeping disorder. I can't tell the difference between my waking life and dreams.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake.
I think I'm losing it.
We'll catch you on. You're bloody useless, Stevie.
Stephen. I can't tell the difference between life and dreams.
Thank you.
Lost the contact lens.
Hope you find it.
Thanks. Yeah.
Oh my god, you're alive. What's wrong with you, Mark?
Why did you call me Mark? It must be very difficult. The voice in your head. Shut up! There's chaos in you. Embrace the chaos.
Alright, so, Tucker, Moon Knight's episode 1 and 2. First off, let's just talk about our main character, Moon Knight. I've got him emblazoned on my chest right here.
Nice shirt choice.
Thank you, thank you. What do you think about this Marvel superhero who barely gets any attention getting a badass first 2 episodes of television?
I have really enjoyed the first 2
Yeah.
episodes. I think I describe myself as pleasantly surprised. I think Oscar Isaac is putting in A+ performance.
Yes, he is.
Tackling a difficult. I mean, I guess he's playing 4 characters.
Yep.
Moon Knight's kind of a complicated superhero.
Yes, it is.
Comics are grittier than many other Marvel comics, and Mark Spector, kind of a hard guy to play.
He's a bad dude.
Very similar to Frank Castle.
Yeah.
The Punisher.
Who's
But-
my personal favorite Marvel character.
Yeah, great character. I think the MCU can't quite go the same places that the Punisher Netflix series goes, unfortunately, because that is a phenomenal series.
Yes, it is.
But I think they're definitely taking a more adult look into...
They are walking that line
Yes.
very closer than they've ever walked before.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I love the Moon Knight superhero. I think they're doing a really great job with not showing us too much of him. Episode 1, we get him for maybe 30 seconds as he beats the heck out of this demon dog and then turns towards the camera and he's like a mummy with like, oh, it's so cool.
That suit.
That suit. Gorgeous. And then episode 2, we get this persona of Moon Knight that was in a couple of issues of comics that fans fell in love with. Mr. Knight, who is this sharp 3-piece suit with this luchador-style mask and these Eskrima clubs. And we get a goofier side of Moon Knight because Stephen Grant, who's one of Moon Knight's many personalities, there's a couple in the comics, especially Jake Lockley, who I really hope they explore. And so it's so cool to see this Moon Knight in a 3-piece suit beating the heck out of people. One other really interesting aspect of this show is I think we're getting one of the best Marvel villains in a long time.
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke is Arthur Harrow.
Yeah.
Our show opens up with Ethan Hawke's character breaking a glass cup and filling his shoes with it and walking on broken glass.
I've seen some great TikToks, highly recommend, of people, copying him with Legos.
That sounds very painful.
Very painful.
And so
it's a trend.
he is this complicated guy. He serves Amit, who is this god of justice. And he believes, well, his idea of justice, let's point that out. He thinks we should exterminate anyone evil before they have the chance to do anything wrong. And so this show is presenting some ideas of morality that, it fits this archaic Egyptian concept.
Yeah.
And it's this gritty theme of vengeance that is so cool. Now, Arthur Harrow was Khonshu's Fist of Justice. Khonshu, the Egyptian moon god.
Played by
F. Murray Abraham.
We were just talking about this earlier. Amadeus.
And the design for this Khonshu character is awesome.
Very cool.
Very almost horror-like. And there's
Yes.
a couple of scenes where Stephen Grant is running down a dark hallway and the lights flicker and Khonshu is just right there. And it's, man, this show is just giving me everything that I've wanted so far.
Yes.
Which is a lot more than I can say for a lot of MCU content.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think they're getting back. I think an underrated part of the MCU over the last, 11 or 12 years has been sort of the more mystical side.
Oh, yeah.
With the gods and goddesses. We get a little bit of the Norse mythology, and Egyptian mythology is crazy.
So cool. It's so cool.
Yes.
The Kane Chronicles, great books.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're entering a very exciting direction.
Yep.
And I think Moon Knight could sort of spearhead a move towards like a mystical section of Marvel with like a Doctor Strange, Moon Knight, maybe John Constantine return.
Oh, well, John Constantine is DC.
Oh, who am I thinking of?
Ghost Rider?
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
Ghost Rider.
Maybe it's the unbearable weight of massive talent star Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider.
Yes, it
is.
is.
There's a lot of different choices. Now, maybe my favorite thing about Moon Knight, just one thing that a lot of people haven't talked about. This is a globe-trotting show.
Yeah.
We're in Amsterdam for a little bit, and then we're in New York. Or not New York, I'm so sorry. We're in London. And then we end in Egypt. We're both big fans of Bond, and one thing about Bond that's awesome is that globe-trotting nature.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about, kind of getting out of New York City for Marvel?
I think it's a ambitious move for Marvel, but I think it's going to pay off.
Yeah.
I hope that they kind of avoid the CGI. The first episode, particularly that chase scene, was a little CGI heavy.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I think if they did, and I know this is probably likely because the director is an Egyptian guy.
Yep, Mohammed Diab.
He pushed for like heavy, actual Egyptian,
there's
actors,
casting, everything was Egyptian. It was actually really well done.
I hope that they did a lot of location stuff in Egypt.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. So we've talked about how cool this show is. We've talked about our hero, our villain, our set. Kind of tell me, dude, 1 out of 10, what are you ranking what are you scoring the first 2 episodes?
I'm going to go with an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think it's been a very good start. I think it's probably been the best first 2 episodes of any of the MCU TV shows thus far. I would say so far it's probably my second favorite besides the Loki miniseries, or not miniseries, it's a series. I'm really excited to see where it goes.
Yeah, I'm giving Moon Knight a 9 out of 10, which is very high, but I have not been excited for the MCU for a long time, besides No Way Home, of course. But Eternals took me low. This movie, just like the moon, is going up in the sky. So yeah, that's our ratings. Let's go back to the studio.
That's all for this week. If you want to follow more Review Crew content, go to the Review Crew Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, as well as Orange TV Network on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, and YouTube.
Find the Review Q's podcast on Spotify or on our website at orangetvnetwork.syr.edu, where you can also find our blog and more OTN information.
Check out this week's screening hosted by University Union, The Matrix Resurrections. Also, be sure to check out Friday Night Movie Night on OTN. This week's movies are DOA, Little Shop of Horrors, and House on Haunted Hill.
See you next week.